My name is Peter and welcome to the second part of this tutorial, and here we'll join our motifs and then work on edge around it. So I worked this second motif to this double crochet 4 together, so that this centerpiece of the motif is done, and now we'll work this mini edge around, and as we go we will join this with our first motif. Okay, so what we need to be careful about is when to start the joining. So here is our peak, and this will be the corner, one of the corners. So if you look our motif, if you remember, we worked one corner here and one is at the end, fourth corner and the second one. And here in the middle there will be one corner and one corner will be here. And on the first motif we have these four corners, so if we join this way, okay, if we join this way, the motifs will face into the center. If it's a square, if you're working on a square piece, okay, then we can do this way, and the next motif will be here and the fourth one here, so that will work face toward the center. But if you're working on a table runner or a tablecloth, then it's good that we have these motifs facing the same way. So when to start joining. If we work here, and this is our next corner, I think the best is that we start. So that will be this way, and we will start joining. We will put it down here and start joining here on our second part. So we work here to the first corner and then we'll start joining on this side. As I said, if you want this to go that way, you can turn this first motif around and start joining here, but I will join this way. Okay, so we'll start working on our second motif on our mini edge. We'll chain one single crochet as we did before, 2 double crochets into the next space, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, just as we did for our first motif. Single crochet around the next double crochet, then around the next chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Around the next double crochet we'll single crochet. We have 2 shells, so we are working now here, first 2 shells. We need to work on the third one. Around the next post we'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, like that. Around the next we'll work a single crochet, and now we are at our next corner, so 1, 2, 3 shells, we are at our next corner. Into this third chain we'll work 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Now we'll chain 3 and we'll start with the joining. So as I said, we will join this way. We will face the wrong side towards each other, so we'll work it that way. So this is the right side and here is the right side, and in the middle are the wrong sides of the motif. And we will join with a slip stitch into the fourth chain of our first motif. So we have chain 7, into the fourth chain we will join with a slip stitch. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4 into the fourth chain. Like that. Okay. And we will work a slip stitch. Okay. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the chain space that we worked 2 double crochets, we'll work 2 more double crochets. 1, 2, single crochet over around the next post. Around the next double crochet, work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, and again we will join into the second chain of our chain 3 in this shell. So into the second chain, slip stitch, chain 1, and again into the second motif we'll work 2 more double crochets. 1, 2, single crochet around the next post. Around the next post, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, and we go to the second shell of our first motif, and we'll join with a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 3 space. Chain 1, and again we'll work 2 double crochets in our second motif. Single crochet over, around the next post, and we need to work on 1 more shell, so 2 double crochets around the next post, 1, 2, chain 1, and again we will join to the third shell, and it's the second chain of chain 3 space. Slip stitch, and around this post we need to work 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Single crochet around the next post, and now we'll work on our corner. So into this first chain at the beginning of our second motif we'll work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, and we'll slip stitch into the fourth chain of our chain 7 corner of first motif. 1, 2, 3 into the middle, into the fourth chain, we'll work a slip stitch. Chain 3 and 2 double crochets into this first chain that we worked before a 2 double crochet, so we created a corner. Okay, and now we'll work on our edge as we did before. Single crochet around the next post, I work over this tail. Around the chain 3 we'll work 2 double crochets, single crochet, then 2 double crochets around the next post, 1 and 2, chain 3, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next. So if you look here, we have joined our motif together. Like that. And they are facing into the same direction. So let's finish this motif. Around the next post we'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Then single crochet around the next post, 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. We have 1, 2, 3 shells around the next post, single crochet, and into the third chain of this chain 3, here at the top of the double crochet, we'll work 2 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains and 2 more double crochets into the same stitch. 1, 2, single crochet into the next post, over or around the next post. Then we'll work again 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next post, 2 double crochets, chain 3, 2 double crochets around the next post, single crochet into the next. So we have 2 shells, 1 more around the next double crochet. We'll work 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next, and again on top of our 4 double crochet together we'll work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 2 more double crochets into the same stitch, 1 and 2, slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round, chain 1 and we can cut our thread. So we've done our third motif to the point where we worked at our double crochet 4 together, and now we just look where we'll join them. So we will start joining. If we put him down here, we will start joining in our first corner, but as you see before, our first corner is made last, so we'll start joining with this shell, our first shell, then the second, third, and then this corner, and at the end when we come around and we will work on this corner here, we will join them and then slip stitch into the first single crochet. So let's start this. Again we'll single crochet in our next around our next post, then around the chain 3 space we'll work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, and again our back sides are facing towards each other. We will put this motif one next to the other like that, and we will slip stitch into the third chain. We will slip stitch into second chain of our first shell. So we'll slip stitch, chain 1, and we'll work 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, single crochet around the next post, around the next post we'll work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, and again we'll slip stitch into the second chain of our next shell. That, chain 1 and 2 more double crochets into the same, around the same post, 1 and 2. Single crochet around the next post, 2 double crochets around the next, 1 and 2, chain 1 and slip stitch into the second chain of our next shell. Then chain 1 and 2 more double crochets into the around the same post, 1, 2, single crochet around the next post. And now we need to work on our corners, so into this third chain of this turning chain 3 we'll work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 3, and now we will slip stitch here into the fourth chain, so right into the place where we joined our first and second motif. Chain 3, and into the same chain we work 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, single crochet around this next post. So we have joined our motif again, so we chain 3 and slip stitch into the chain that we joined the first and second motif in this corner. And now you will work this around and we will join one more time here in our last corner. So I will meet you here. Now you continue with this edge as we normally do. So around the next post, 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets into the same post, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next, into the next again, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next post, into the next, around the next we will work 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, around the next post, single crochet and into our beginning chain where we have this end we will work again 2 double crochets all into the same chain, chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 2 more double crochets into the same chain, 1 and 2, single crochet around the next post. So our corner is made. So we made our 3 shells and now we need to work on our last corner. Single crochet into the over the next post and then into the 4 on top of 4 double crochet together we will work 2 double crochets, chain 3, we will join in this corner of our previous motif into the 4th chain with a slip stitch. Okay. Now into the same stitch that we worked 2 double crochets we will work 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, and we can slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round, chain 1, and we can fasten off and cut our thread. So again we made a join in this corner and 3 shells and in a corner. And here is our fourth motif, and if we look, we have the same direction. So where we will join, we will start joining as we did motif 3, here with these shells and into the corner. Then we will work normal around until the third corner, and we will start joining again here into the corner, shell, 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 and last corner, and then we'll work 2 more double crochets and slip stitch into the first single crochet that we'll make here. Okay, so let's start this. Okay, we have chained 1 and single crochet around the next post. Around the next post, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain. Oops, sorry about that. 2, chain 1, and we'll start with a power joint. So we'll slip stitch into the, as we did before, into the second chain of our chain 3 space in the shell. That chain 1, 2 double crochets around the same post that we did first 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Single crochet around the next post, 2 double crochets around the next, 1, 2, chain 1, slip stitch into the second chain of our chain 3 in our shell, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. Single crochet around the next post, and we need to work on our third shell. So 2 double crochets, chain 1, slip stitch into the second chain, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Single crochet around the next post. And now we are at our corner. Into the third chain of this post, this chain 3 post, work 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 3, slip stitch into the fourth chain of this chain 7 space, 1, 2, 3. Into the fourth chain we'll slip stitch, chain 3, and into the same space that we worked our 2 double crochets, we work 2 more double crochets, 1, 2, single crochet around the next post, and we'll continue as we did, as we normally will, without any joining. So 2 double crochets, single crochet into around the next post, and we'll continue what we need to work. 1 corner here, and I'll meet you at the next corner where we'll start this joining up here and till the last corner. Okay, so we made our corner and 3 shells, and now we'll start with the next corner and join this way up. Single crochet around the next post, and into the third chain we'll work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 3, and we'll slip stitch into the fourth chain of this motif, of this corner. So slip stitch into the fourth chain, 1, 2, 3, right into the middle, to the fourth chain, slip stitch, chain 3, and 2 more double crochets into the same stitch. Now we'll single crochet around the next post, around the next 2 double crochets, chain 1, join with the second chain of our chain 3 space in this shell of the previous motif, and chain 1 and 2 double crochets into around the post where we worked our first 2 double crochets. So nothing fancy. Single crochet around the next post, around the next 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1. Again we will join into the second chain of chain 3 of the shell, chain 1 and 2 double crochets around the post, 1, 2, single crochet around the next, 2 double crochets around the next post, 1, 2, chain 1. We need to join our last shell, this, so into the second chain, slip stitch, chain 1 and 2 double crochets into the around the same post, single crochet around the next post, and now we'll work here in this top of the double crochet 4 together, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 3, and now we will slip stitch into this space where we have joined these previous 3 motifs. So put a hook into and slip stitch, chain 3, and we need to work 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Now slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made, chain 1, and we can cut our thread. Okay, and we have joined our 4 motifs. Okay, now I have hide all the tails, and we now know how to join these motifs together, and you can make it as big as you want. Start with our edge around this, in this case 4 motifs. So start with a slip knot. You can work it with some contrast color, it will be nice too. And we'll slip stitch here where our 2 motifs are joined. So here are the corners of the 2 motifs, and we have joined them in 4th chain. We will slip stitch in this 4th chain. Now we will chain 7. First 3 chains counts as a first double crochet, and chain 4 for the chain 4 space, so total chain 7. Into the same chain where we slip stitched in, we will work 3 double crochets. So 3 double crochets into the same chain, 2, 3. Now we'll chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will single crochet into the next shell, chain 3. Into the next shell we will work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. We will chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 more double crochets into the same shell or same chain 3 space. Now we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the next shell, and now we'll chain 4, 3 and 4. Into the fourth chain of the corner of our work, so we have chain 7, into the fourth chain we'll work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 4 and 3 more double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2, 3. Chain 4, single crochet into the next shell, chain 3 into the next shell, we will work 3 double crochets, chain 4 and 3 more double crochets into the same shell, chain 3, single crochet into the next shell, chain 4, and we are at the joint of our motifs. Here into the fourth chain we will work 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 4 and 3 more double crochets all into the same chain, 1, 2, 3, chain 4 and single crochet into the next shell, chain 3 into the next shell, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 4 and 3 more double crochets into the same shell, 2 and 3, chain 3, single crochet into the next shell, chain 4, and again into the fourth chain of this corner we will work 3 double crochets, chain 4 and 3 double crochets. And we will repeat this pattern around. So what we are doing, in a corner we will work into the fourth chain, then we chain 4, single crochet into the next shell, chain 3, into the next shell 3 double crochets, chain 4 and 3 double crochets, chain 3, single crochet into the next shell, and then we chain 4, and into the fourth chain, this joining chain, we work 3 double crochets, chain 4 and 3 double crochets, and again chain 4, single crochet into the next shell, chain 3, into the next shell 3 double crochets, chain 4 and 3 double crochets, then chain 3, single crochet into the next shell, chain 4, and again into the fourth chain, or if we have another motif here, it will be this fourth chain, the joining chain between the motifs as it is here. And we'll repeat this pattern around, and I'll meet you here at the end of this round. So now we'll chain 4. Here is our start. We have chain 7 and 3 double crochets, so we need to work on 2 more double crochets into the same stitch that we started in. So 1 and 2, and we will slip stitch into the third chain, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we'll start round 2 of this edge. We'll chain 3 for the first double crochet, and into the chain 4 space we'll work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. chain 4, 2, 3 and 4, and 2 more double crochets into the same chain 4, space, 1, 2, and we will work 3 double crochets, so 1 in each of the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, like that. Now we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we will go straight into the next double crochets, and we will work 1 double crochet in each of the next 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets into the chain 4 space, 1 and 2, chain 4, 3 and 4, and into the same space we will work 2 double crochets and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets, 3, chain 3. So now we are at our corner, and here we'll work the same way, 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets, 2, 3, 2 double crochets into the chain 4 space, 1 and 2, chain 4, 2 double crochets into the chain 4 space, 1 and 2, and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and again into the we will work 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets into the chain 4 space, 1, 2, chain 4, and 2 more double crochets into the same chain 4 space, and 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, chain 3, and we'll repeat this around half our chain, 3 double crochet into the next double crochet, double crochet into the next double crochet, and now we'll slip stitch into the third chain. Okay. Now we'll start with our last round. We'll chain 4, 2, 3, 4, it's for our first double crochet, and chain 1 space, and we'll work a double crochet into the, we skip 1 double crochet and double crochet into the next one, chain 1 into the chain 4 space, we will work 3 double crochets with chain 1 between, so that's 1, second double crochet, chain 1, and third double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and double crochet into the next, chain 1, here we have 2 double crochets and then is chain 3. We will skip the first double crochet and work double crochet 2 together over the next double crochet, and skip chain 3 and first double crochet into the next group, and we will work double crochet 2 together. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet into the next, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1 into the chain 4 space, we'll work double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, and third double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and double crochet into the next, chain 1, and again we will work double crochet 2 together over these 2 double crochets. So we skip the next one and work first part of the double crochet into the next double crochet, and then yarn over and again first part the double crochet into the next, and we have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. Chain 1, we'll skip 1 double crochet and work double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet into the next. Now we are at our corner and we'll chain 1, and in this corner we'll work 5 double crochets with chain 1 between. So we'll work 1 double crochet, chain 1, second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, chain 1, fourth double crochet, chain 1, and fifth double crochet, chain 1. So 5 double crochets into the corner with chain 1 between. And then we'll double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, and again work double crochet 2 together over these 2 double crochets. So yarn over, put a hook into the first one, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on our hook, yarn over, we'll go into the next double crochet, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet and double crochet into the next, and we'll repeat this pattern around. Chain 1. So in each chain 4 space we'll work 3 double crochets with chain 1 between, but in the corners we'll work 5 double crochets with chain 1 between. So now we have to work on our double crochet 2 together, first part and second part. Chain 1, and we'll slip stitch into the third chain. And now we can chain 1 and cut our thread. Fasten off, hide this tail, and we are done. So here is the finished product. Hope you like this edging around it. I just little spray it with a light starch and iron it, and yeah, this is it. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification button so that you don't miss any other tutorial, and put in the comments below how big project you worked with this motif. And yeah, you can play around, you can work this motif in a white, the first little edging maybe in a red, then first 2 rows in a white or something, and again the next one in red, or the whole edge in a gold color. I don't know, there are many varieties with this motif and this pattern. So till the next time, enjoy crocheting and be safe.